Hey, good afternoon guys, it's Steve K5JUF. Hope everyone's doing okay out there. Have a good Labor Day. Been a while since I've done a video, but been doing a lot of CW and learned a lot of tricks and things. I wanted to share a couple of things with you today. I'm going to show you some new ways. I've got the 991A running on CW using some of the passband filters, narrow and wide, and also using the width command to widen out that passband where if I want to hear signals a little bit further out on the passband, I can, versus just listening to a very, very narrow setting. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and calibrate the buttons the way I have mine set up. I've got the Zen command here, and I've got the width command here, and the narrow wide option. It's one or the other. So let's go ahead and get these set up like I want them. The Zen command basically allows you to bring in a station at the same pitch that you're accustomed to listening to. So like if you listen to 750 a lot, if you find a station out there and it's at a different pitch than 750, if you press this in command, that's going to bring it right into 750 where you're used to listening for it. Alright, let's go ahead and adjust number 2 here. I'm going to put the width command. Oops, right there. Now here I'm going to put the narrow wide option. So we're going to go back over here to swap again. Narrow wide option, and it's going to be right there. Alright, so now I have my radio set up like I want it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to adjust the narrow to 300 and I'm going to adjust the wide to 500. So let me demonstrate. Remember, when I press these are preset. So that's basically just a quick way to narrow the band and widen the band. So I'm going to change my narrow, which is in right there. I'm going to press the width button. When I do that, this portion right here activates. So see how this activates right here? Watch. Now right now, I'm going to dial in 300. And that's where I want my narrow passband. So when I find a good strong signal, I can get right on top of the signal and remove any other signals that might be in the passband. Now to clear this, I have to clear this. I'm going to press width again, and then I'm going to press here. That's going to take away the control here. So now anytime I press, I'm going to press it, it's going to change to W. Now I'm going to change this one. This one's at 2400, but I can adjust this. Whoops, this is at 2400, but I can't adjust it. So what I want to do here is I want to press the width button. Now I can adjust the wide passband. Let's say for example I got a signal and I'm good to go with it. I can clear this here and I can press this again, and this is going to go back to 300. That's where I had it before. Now if I want to go back and listen to the wide, I press the W and I press the width here. Now I have control of it again. And when I'm done, if I want to leave it at 600 or 800, when I'm done, I'll go ahead and press the width and then memory channel. Now watch what happens when it's going to go back to the 300. That's the 300 that's preset earlier. So I basically am listening, so when I get a signal come in, I can bring him in on 300 real close, but if I want to go ahead and listen wider, I can do that. So to listen wide, I'm going to go back and press W, and now I'm going to press the width command here, which will populate here. Now I've got adjustment across the full band. Now I can listen as wide as I need to, and let's go find some signals here. Actually, what I'm going to do, let me clear this. I'm listening at 2000. There's a signal way out there, but watch what happens when I press the 300. That signal goes away, but when I press the wide again to go back to 2000, the signal's there. So I hear it, and I want to go find it. So let me show you how I do that over here on the FL Digi. So on FL Digi, I'm like looking at that, basically that same signal. What's happening is right here, this is my listening frequency right here, but he's way over here in my passband. Now watch what happens when I narrow the passband. I'm going to go back to the narrow. This waterfall is basically going to just get very narrow. Now you see what happened right there? Now I'm listening at 300 hertz. Basically I'm just listening in a very, very narrow passband here. But if I go back to 500, now I'm opening up the entire passband. So now I can hear those signals that are a little bit further out there. Now watch what's happened. This is where the signal is right here. I'm going to go bring him in right now. Watch. I want to get him to 750. See? Now watch what happens when I press. I'm gonna move him just a little bit over here, but watch what happens when I press the Zen command. Listen. That's going to shift him all the way over here. See what just happened? When I press the Zen command, now that signal is way out there, but I brought him in using a wider passband. Now watch what happens here when I go to 0 to 300. Now I have that signal by itself without any interference on either side. Now let's see if we can work this guy. He's going pretty fast. And by the way, let me explain to you what I got going on here. This is the noise floor. I'm running about 32 dB right here. This is my adjustment is set for 36 on this guy right here. Watch what happens when I raise this guy. The signal's going to get weaker. Because now I'm way over here, way out here. But I'm going to go ahead and get back into the noise floor. So we got several things going on here, and there's actually two signals right there. There's two different signals. They're just a little bit apart. Let's go find something around 40-50. See if we can get somebody up here. I'm going to go back to the 500. Okay. See how that signal's over here? I'm on wide. I'm listening at 2000 on the width. Always tough to find a QSO. Okay, hear how that's way out there? There he is right there. If I go to narrow, I'm going to lose him. I've lost him. But when I go to wide, he's back. So now I can bring this guy in. Watch how I bring him in. I can work this guy because I heard him out here. Now I'm going to press the Zen command. We can work this guy. Now, you see that guy? He's interfering, so I want to get rid of him. I'm going to press narrow, and he'll go away, and I'll get this guy back. There he is right there. I could bring him in. I'm listening wide. I'm listening to a lot of area out here. A lot of real estate right now I'm listening to. And if I find anybody, I can bring him in. I'm kind of watching the display on the 991A. There he is. Now remember, if I'm listening narrow, I'm not going to hear him. But if I'm listening wide at 2000, he's right there. Watch how I bring him in. Let's see if we can work this guy. I'm going to go to narrow. Now all that passband's gone. Let's turn our power up to 100 watts. This is the contest. I'm also going to turn the gain up a little bit because these signals pretty strong. RF gain. Let's go back to wide. Let's go listen a little bit further down. See how far he's out? Found him. There's two of them right there. So say for example, I want to get the guy right here. This is my little 750 hertz. There he is. So I want to get rid of that other interference, so I'm going to press the narrow key again. And when I do that, now I got rid of these guys over here, but now I'm waiting for my signal to come back. I'm going to go back to wide. I'll go back to the radio and let you watch. Wide. It's the same guy again. Let's see if we can get him. Well, Doesn't look there'll be any contest today, but anyway, I hope that shows you a little bit about how to use the narrow and the wide and kind of filtering and bringing in the narrow and pass band. And hey, maybe next time we'll get a QSO. Alright guys, 73, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.